This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck as a 2002 Ford F450 regular cab dual rear wheel utility bed. It's a two-wheel drive, 7.3 liter turbo diesel. It's an XL, which is a work truck. Vinyl seat, vinyl floor, crank windows. Has 113,028 miles. It was a theft recovery purchased directly from an insurance company in Fremont, California. And it's on a salvage title due to theft, not collision. We have a little 3-minute animated video in our ads that tells you how you end up on a salvage title when you don't have a wrecked vehicle. It's the attorneys for the insurance companies don't want any liability. So I think it was State Farm that owned this truck. They didn't want to get sued by whoever we sold it to, so they give it a salvage title. That means that there's no warranty and blah, blah, blah. And that's why they do it. You'll see in the before pictures, before it left Fremont, it did not have a bumper. Now it has a bumper. That was the only thing that was really missing that we had to replace, aside from our mechanical maintenance that we did. Based on all the toggle switches on the dash, I would say that that front bumper probably had a winch or a bunch of lights or whatever on it, and that's probably why they stole it. And they also obviously stole a compressor out of the bed. There's compressor lines and things like that. Anyway, we get them here, we do an inspection, and this is what the inspection looks like. And I'll just tell you what it says. We did a Rotella oil change and filter. Air filter's new, front and rear brake pads are new. Front sway bar bushings and rear sway bar links. We also did the steering stabilizer strut is new. The ignition is new from obviously being stolen. We had to replace that. They broke the ignition when they stole it. And let's see what else. The outside driver door handle, also a victim of being stolen. Anyway, I'm going to walk around. I'm going to show you what's going on in this truck. My brother's going to take it out next and do somewhere between probably 40 and 60 HD pictures. In that gallery of pictures, you'll have the ability to click on a little magnifying glass. And if you see something you want to see it really closely, it's like having your face right up against the truck. Click on that and you can get right up to it. We'll zoom right in for you. All of the locks were broken. Obviously, whoever stole this truck stole the guy's tools. So I would suggest that you have a locksmith, if you want to put a bunch of expensive tools in there, rekey those and put some locks in there. We're not going to do that because some people won't care and we will waste our money. If you care, I would say it's probably going to cost about 30 bucks a door, and there's 4 on each side. So your budget, if you want locks, would probably be to take this to a locksmith, and it probably costs about $250 to do lock cylinders and keys. And it also depends on what kind of quality lock you want also. Someone may want something that's really strong, and some people might not care a whole lot. Anyway, these things go along the whole top. Tool trays on the top. I see you got the air lines. So back there, it's at a compressor. This thing comes down. All right, you do have a tow hitch. Plug. Basically, it's the same thing on this side, exactly the same as the other side. So there's really no need to open everything up. But again, all the locks were broken. My brother will take some undercarriage shots also, but people have been asking for this little video of the undercarriage. You could actually freeze it where you want to look. A couple little chips there, probably have a sign on there. All right, let's see. I'm gonna fire this thing up, and then I'm gonna show you the Carfax while we're waiting for it to get a little bit warmer. That way I can look for blow-by. All right, here's the Carfax. Branded salvage title due to theft, 1 owner. Let's see. There's your California truck right there. California, blah, 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 blah. Transmission was serviced at 110. Insurance claim paid due to theft at 113. And that's when they salvaged the title, right down here, because they pretty much have to. Alright, so that's that. There's your Carfax. Alright, let's see. First thing, that's excellent. Very, very little blow by at all. There's a Ford stamp there, Ford stamp there. You see these Ford stamps, it indicates that nothing's been replaced up front. The stamp where it belongs, another Ford stamp, and there should be one right there, and there is. Alright. The only button on, the only switch on here that does anything is this guy now, and that's the flashing light. These guys, they must have belonged to the winch or whatever that front bumper had, or maybe for compressor power or something. All right, it's a little warm in Tucson already, so I'm going to turn on the air. All right, there you go. Radio. There's your radio. Yeah, it's a radio, whatever. I don't think anyone's gonna worry about the radio in here, but it does work. There's your overdrive off and on. There you go. Put the seatbelt on. All right. All right, this truck is on a salvage title. If you're gonna come to Tucson to drive it home, you are gonna pay tax and dock fee, and you're also going to have us restore it. Because it's on a salvage title, we can't issue plates and you can't get insurance. So it has to be on what's called a restored salvage title. In order to get a restored salvage title, we have to take it to the cops here, real cops, and they do what's called a level 3 inspection. In that level 3 inspection, they give that a level 3 inspection. Basically, they clear the theft history if there is any. It's already cleared, but they double check. They do a safety check, whatever. And then we get what's called a restored salvage title after we turn that inspection with the salvage title in. Then we can issue you plates, then you can get insurance. So obviously that's mandatory if you're going to drive it home, which you're welcome to do. That's the radio, huh? That's the radio. That was interesting. The radio works pretty well, actually. I thought I didn't know how to work the volume. Anyhow, what else? Blah, 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 blah. So you're going to pay $200 to restore the title. You're going to pay a $250 dock fee, and then you're going to pay taxes. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. So if your state tax rate is 4, you'll pay 6. If it's 2, you'll pay 4. If you come here, it's real simple. If you come here to drive it home, you're going to pay $200 to restore the title, a $250 dock fee, and then 2% added to your state tax rate. That'll be what you pay. If you pay by wire and ship, all you pay is the agreed upon price, and that's it. Unless you want us to take it to our motor vehicle and have it the title restored before it ships out. I strongly advise you have us do that unless you're positive you can do it yourself. With the bill of sale we provide, the salvage title, Arizona salvage title, and the truck. Those are the 3 things you'll have to do it. Just make sure you can do it yourself if that's what you want to do. Deposit is $500. Once we receive a deposit, we have a deal. Until then, it is for sale, so please get your deposit in. This is a really clean, really straight truck, 7.3, very low mile. It's going to be very popular. So once we have an agreed upon price, get your deposit in. Once we have your deposit, we'll put your name and a banner over the truck at wheelconnects.com, and you'll know it's yours. Until then, like I said, it's for sale. Warranty speech. This truck is 14 years old, and it's got 113,000 miles on it. It's way out of warranty by miles and years. People at Ford would love to have given it a longer warranty, but they couldn't because they didn't know what would happen after that many miles or that many years. So they know more than we know. They built the damn thing. So please realize that there's some risk in buying this truck. Now it's a 7.3. We all know how great they are, but it doesn't mean the day you get it, it's not going to have something that breaks. It could have a, needed, who knows, a windshield wiper motor, or gosh, who knows, an injector. If it does, go get one. We're not writing checks, okay? We don't write checks. We've taken a lot of risk already. We're trying to take as much risk as we can away from the buyers, but there's still some. If I knew what was going to happen to every truck the next day, I'd be a billionaire, okay? I don't know exactly what's going to happen to every truck. I would guess that this truck will be fine for a long, long time, but it could need something the day it shows up to you. So if you need a sure thing, please don't buy from us. All right, buy from somebody else, because that's how trouble starts. Every vehicle here can break today, right now, okay? We don't tell people that anything's perfect when it can't possibly be perfect, okay? So, please make sure you do some research. If you don't know diesel, please ask somebody about diesel. Diesel's different than everything else. When you know what you're doing, it's great. When you don't know what you're doing, it can be a nightmare. So just know what you're doing, okay? Plenty of people will see this vehicle. I do not need to sell it to the wrong person, all right? So that is it. Hell of a truck, runs great. I mean, down the road, really good. Thank you for your time.